Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Ami, my pronouns are he, him, and here on this channel, I talk all about my experience living abroad as a Black queer trans expat and world traveler. I like to show y'all the good, the bad, and everything in between. If you want to go on that journey, make sure you go down below and smash the subscribe button. On this video, I'm going to be giving y'all part one of a two-part series I'm going to be doing on finding queer community abroad. Not only am I going to be giving y'all tips, but also some advice and insights I have gained as living abroad for over a year and a half, and now I have found queer community while living abroad. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this specific video, I'm going to be touching on specifically how to find community online. I think this is both helpful for people that are trying to be aware of the pandemic, as well as this is a great opportunity for you to start to find community if you are planning on moving abroad or traveling before you even get there. The first thing I'm going to say, which sounds quite self-explanatory, but I promise you it's a game changer. You need to utilize social media, but maybe the social medias you haven't really thought of. So what I mean by that, personally for me, I have found people that I found community in either online or even progressed to in person on pretty much every social media platform. A couple great examples are TikTok, Instagram, Clubhouse, YouTube, and Facebook groups. I think those 5 are really great ones, and let me give you some examples. Instagram can be very helpful to find people. You can use hashtags. A great example of how I found community on social media: one day I was searching on YouTube, as I'm a YouTube creator, and I was trying to find other people within my niche of what I wanted to go into, Black queer travel. And I found Mikkel from Travel Well Mikkel. This is an example of a friendship that has now turned from just social media and us connecting online to now being friends with a person and collaborating. Look out for a video that we did together this upcoming week on my channel. Altogether, social media has been a great tool for me. I've met, as you can see, I'm putting on the screen some really great friends. I met my friend Jen on Instagram. I've met lots of friends through Facebook groups. So I think overall the idea is use these social media platforms to connect with people. Follow pages that have interests that you have, whether that's sustainability, and you can find a queer page that has sustainability and see if there's people they feature on their stories or whatever the case may be. There's so many different ways to use social media. I just think for me it's been a great way, so I definitely have to put y'all on and let you know that there's plenty of ways to find community. Another place that I would suggest to find community, which may be a little unorthodox, but I think everyone in the queer community might agree, is dating apps. I think I know just about every queer person has met someone in some capacity, whether it's romantic, platonic, or whatever, something in between, as far as meeting people that are queer on a dating app. The 2 I would recommend when traveling are Tinder and Bumble BFF. I know there are others, but for me personally, these are the 2 that I feel like have been the most useful, and also it's still also a reality that some apps that we use in the United States won't be available abroad. But I think with dating apps, it's really important to be honest about what your intentions are and what you're looking for. If you're looking for friendships, if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for some in between, a situationship, or just someone to see, clap hands with, and say goodbye the next day, whatever the case may be honest about that. That's something I think is really important on these apps. I think people do go on there to find more than just booty calls and relationships, but you need to be very honest. And I think this is a really great example of where it really pays off to be honest and authentic and to be yourself. Show who you are, show what you're looking for, show what your interests are. And I think you really will find people that align with you and your interests. Another place that's really great to find community, which this social media connection and stuff can be great, which I think has helped me a lot, is online events, virtual events, and any type of creative events. Honestly, I think it's most important to really hone into what are you into, because at the end of the day, what you're into is where you're going to find your people. So whether that is you taking photography class, whether that's you are taking going to an online event about anime or cosplay, or you're going to an event about poetry, whatever the case may be, I think these events are really great places that you're going to connect with people. You're going to say, oh, this person has something I'm interested in. And I'm telling y'all, every queer space that I've been into, I have met someone of some capacity that I either connected with after, or we had a great conversation. Overall, these events and places are a great way, and that connects to the social media piece. When you follow these social media pages, what type of events are they promoting? What types of things can you sign up for? Whether they're free or cost money, I think they're a great opportunity. A person that's a great example that does put a lot of events together specifically for the Black queer community, I would say is Gem. I'm going to tag their Instagram down below in the description. She curates amazing online spaces, especially with the pandemic. I went to so many of her events, whether it was the Sunday Survivor series, the Love Out Live series. Overall, she's a great person to be connected with on social media. So definitely tap into her page to find some great events and things being put together for a community. Last thing I'm gonna say, which people might find interesting, but I think is quite useful, is support groups and healing spaces. For me personally, I have met a lot of great people that I'm still in contact with through support groups, group therapy, and whatever spaces, whether that is I used to go to deaf cafes when I was trying to better my connection to grief and death. I met a lot of great people there. I've been to Black survivor groups where I've met a lot of great people. Basically, I think when you're aligned with people that are also on similar journeys as you, whether that's healing or working on something about themselves, I think that's a great way to connect. Definitely don't want to connect through trauma, not here for the trauma bonding, but it's really cool when you get to see other people and have some realization that you're not alone. And sometimes those people are also looking for community too. I also wanted to shout out some Black queer creators that I think are really doing a lot of great things. I've definitely talked about Travel Out with Mikkel a lot on this channel, but look down below in the description. I'm gonna have a list of different Black queer creators that I found on various different platforms that I think not only offer great community, great information, or just great insight into the world around us and from many different scopes and genres. So go ahead and check out the description. Before we leave this video, I'm gonna give y'all 3 tips on what I think will really help with finding community abroad as a queer person. The first one, which I think is honestly the most important, is to be authentic. When we show up as authentically as we can, we're able to attract people that connect to that authenticity. I think a lot of times I had trouble finding community, and it was when I wasn't really showing up as honestly or as authentically as I could. And as soon as I kind of let that go and started showing up very authentically, I saw myself connecting to people that were connected to the things that authentically meant something to me or things that I authentically valued. So I think that's a really good thing. Really tap into who you are, what you like, and really find ways to express that. Show up as you. I promise the people will follow. This is specifically for my quote unquote baby gays. If you're new to finding queer community, if you're just new to the community, I think it's really important to step outside your comfort zone. For me, when I first came out, I was trying to go to the same places I always went to find queer community, knowing that I was going to those places that were very much cis-het centered. Not to say that those places may not find other people, but really be willing to step outside your comfort zone and try new things and try new places, because I learned this really early in my journey that I actually found things that I liked that felt more authentic to me. I was able to find spaces that actually felt more authentically like places I wanted to be, and I wouldn't have done that if I didn't just step out my comfort zone just a little. So I definitely would suggest that. Last but not least, I definitely want to suggest y'all be honest with your intentions. I know that sometimes it can be hard to kind of tap into what exactly we need in a moment, but I think that work of figuring out what we need, what we're looking for, and what we're trying to get to, it really helps to create more intentional community and more honest community. It really does kind of put a hindrance when you're like, okay, I'm looking for, say, a situationship, but actually you want a relationship, or you're looking for friends, but you're actually looking for a situationship. Whatever the case may be honest about your intentions and be honest about where you're at. And I think that will really create more space for more beautiful community to be made. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and check out the description box. I'm going to be listing some of my favorite Black queer creators that y'all should go follow, whether that's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, so many great places. On that note, on this video, I'm talking just online. Look out for my next video where I'll be talking about finding queer community abroad in person. So with that being said, make sure y'all go down below and like this video. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Oh, the tiger. Oh, I forgot to see my damn pronouns. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right. Serious. You got this. You got this. Hello, beautiful people. Throw the whole thing away.